welcome back to more Farm the Sacred Stones. So last time we did chapter 19 and it was something alright. Fun map, but yeah, I got really annoyed by green units as usual. Anyway, time for another support episode, and starting us off is going to be Dozla and Renak. Why has fate chosen to treat me so cruelly? Renak, you look so pleased to have been reunited with Princess Larashel. I'm glad we're all in one piece. You haven't changed, Dozla. Your ability to misread people still ruins all conversation. Dang. That's kinda harsh. I'm lamenting, old man. I am rage against my horrible misfortune. You're a vassal sworn to serve Princess Larashel. You're supposed to be here. I, however, am not. I'm temporary, got it? I'm an employee. I am not a vassal. Gwahaha, you're just as interesting as ever. You're still hard to follow, but this is not a conversation for you to enjoy. It's not at all hard to follow. It's not that I don't enjoy being in this army, but traveling with her again. I mean, I haven't been properly paid for last job. Oh, so it's about money, is it? In that case, you've no worries, Renak. All you have to do is see Princess Larashel back safely back to Ralston. Once that's done, His Majesty will pay you any amount you desire. That's what I heard the last time. Do you have any idea how much I desire? When he hears it, His Majesty may very well explode. So about 1,000 gold pieces? He can't even buy a proper blade for that price. What? 5,000 then? You've got the wrong number of zeros, old man. Oh, my apologies. So you want 500 gold? Hey. No, that's smaller. It can't get smaller. I want more. It's 50,000 gold. 50,000. It's 50,000. 50,000 gold. And I'll bend 50,000 ears to get it if I have to. Someone must listen. Oh right, I understand. You need 50,000 ears, is that it? Very well, when we return to Ralston, we'll get 50,000 people together. Wait, that's 100,000 ears. Well anyway, you'll have all the ears you need. It's just a figure of speech, old man. I was a fool to complain. Yeah, that's a pretty funny support to start things off. I got Garcia and Dozla. You must be Dozla. That's right, who are you? My name is Garcia, said Dozla. I've been hearing a lot about you lately. Only good things, though. I've heard of you too, Sir Garcia. Mostly about your incredible strength. Hey, would you mind lifting this boulder? Just kidding. It's not a big deal. Are you normally this energetic? Well, I stopped myself, so I'm feeling pretty great. You can't fight on an empty stomach. Eating is very important to keep up your strength, especially breakfast. I've heard that in some cultures they call breakfast first break. What's that? What do they break? A fast? A fast what? Huh? Speak plainly. I don't understand all this talking in circles. We don't eat anything while we sleep, so as if we're fasting. So the meal you eat in the morning breaks that fast. This means that breakfast is an especially important meal. Huh? Who would funk that? The only thing I consumed this morning was knowledge. What do you mean? Just that I make it a point to learn other disciplines. You have to if you want to grow as a fighter. I completely agree. Young men in this army are strong in their specific fields, but weak in others. The art of complete training has lost on the younger generation, I'm afraid. Yes, that's right. Back in our day, this guy's really a boomer, isn't he? Hey, yes, that's right. Back in our day, fighters had to learn many disciplines in case they had to fill in for a wounded teammate. I've always wanted to learn archery. That delicate precision is the opposite of fighting with an axe. Me too. Why don't we meet sometime and study it together? That's a great idea. Interesting. And then we have Innes as supports. Let's do Tarnis first. Do you see me out on the battlefield, Innes? I knew I made the right decision coming out here. I feel like our strategy is becoming much better as is our fighting. You do agree, don't you, Innes? I grant you some small credit for your achievements on the field of war. However, I still insist that you return to Frelia. Why? It's true that you gained some experience on the battlefield, but your ignorance of the world around you is simply appalling. It must be tough for a pampered castle brat like you to interact with soldiers. If you can say something like that to your own sister, I'm more worried about you. Even when you're right and your judgment is good, I know. You're so blunt that I don't think many people want to listen to you. Never mind about me, this is about you, Tana. If you keep traveling with us, someone might take advantage of your naivete. That is interesting because yeah, a lot of female Paramount Lords are very naive. So yeah, I guess Innes is looking out for that more than anything. I can't allow that. Oh man, here we go again. More than anything, I can't allow that Ephraim too. What are you saying? Do you really think Ephraim and I? No, even if you're not interested in him in the slightest, I simply do not want to see you get hurt. Innes, what are you suggesting? If that's the way you're going to be, I just don't want to talk to you anymore. Oh no, wait, I'm not finished. Blast. Interesting. And then comedy. Laura Shaw. Yes? Are you sure you're supposed to be here? I wonder if you're truly here with the permission of your superiors. Of course I am. What gives you the right to speak to me in such a manner? Well, I have heard a bit about your wild behavior. How rude of you. If I were not... Ah, this is the line. If I were not a holy man, I would beat you senseless. So yeah, we get to see it. Awesome. How savage you are. Perhaps you could learn self-control by observing Freilia's Pegasus Knights. Yes, there's something I'd like to show you. When the Freilia's Pegasi gather in Wallace Forest, it's a spectacle of such beauty. If it is beauty you seek, then Ralston's second to none. Do you know how of Ralston's lofty peak, Mount Mimir? I pity those who die without having gazed upon its breathtaking beauty. If you recommend it so highly, then yes, I would indeed like to see it. Yes, that would be splendid indeed. But there are many more equally beautiful places in Ralston. Then perhaps you should tell me about them for future reference. And in return I shall take time to tell you about the beautiful places in my kingdom. Yes, I would love to hear more. Alright. And then finally we got an AE support. Marissa and Joshua. There. Ho. How's this? Oof. Phew, looks like I won this time. I made a mistake. No, you're just having a bad day. I just thought like I had a decisive victory this time. I'd say we're still just about even. All that matters is that I didn't win. You won that. You won the bet. What do you want me to do? Oh, you remembered our last bet. That makes me happy. Alright, here goes. I want you to be my partner for a while. How's that sound? What? Your partner? Don't get the wrong idea. I just meant for training and gambling. So nothing would change. Well, I suppose there's still a point to it all. What's that? If I train with you, I'm going to become a better swordsman. And if we train together, maybe we'll each learn something. I could ask nothing better. And there's something that I want to do soon when the war is over. It's something that can't be done in a single day or overnight. You could probably call this the biggest gamble of my entire life. I'm going to hone my skills. I need someone to help me. What do you say, Marissa? Won't you lend me a hand? Good for fighting and not much else. You think? I doubt that's true. Well, think about it. I'll do it. I know it's a gamble, but gambling's my hobby. I see that. Well, don't let me down. I won't, but try to keep it interesting, alright? Here, then I'll do my best to keep you entertained. I remember what I said, life is a gamble. You never know what will happen. But don't worry, I'm sure you won't be bored. Besides, how often do you meet someone you could spar with? Not to mention someone who can actually beat you. I'll win next time though. That's the spirit, Marissa. That's pretty nice. Alright, so now, the only supports I can work on are the ones with Dozla. So yeah, I guess I'll meet you guys in a little bit. So, I got more supports with Dozla, so yeah, we're gonna be doing those. So I'll put Dozla here. Put Renak here. This is gonna be Renak's last support, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, the beastful with Dozla. Life is a fickle beast, is it, Knoll, man? Why are you so solemn, Renak? You can't win battles if you've no hope. This journey has taught me the hollowness and transience of life's pleasures. Ah, to what end do we toil on this unforgiving earth? Why do we live? Why do we live? Well, if you're not alive, then you're dead, and... if you're dead, then you can't eat, and... What was I saying? I think I must be getting hungry. I wonder what's for dinner. My bellies are rumbling. It must be nice to have no worries other than what to eat. And not just you either. I'm sure that certain young lady has nothing to worry about either. What's that? Don't you mean Princess Laura Shell? That girl believes the world will turn out just as she envisions. I doubt if the word worry even has any meaning to it in the first place. What a completely envious position to be in. It may not look like it now, but I'm the son of a wealthy casino merchant. I believe that you could move the world if you but had the gold. Money was everything, and with money, nothing was beyond my reach. I adored money. I loved money, you see. What good fortune for you that your father was a thriving merchant. That's just it. There are people who can do anything without any money at all. She's overbearing, egotistical, yet she has us all jumping through hoops. That's a skill normal people don't possess. That's Princess Larashel. She makes the impossible possible. You're with her because she made a deep impression on you too, right? A deep impression? It's more like I'm shocked and my brain's been frozen. What? Your brain's frozen? That'll never do. Did you forget to wear a hat? Let me at it. I'll throw it out. Knock it off. I was speaking figuratively. You know, as in not literally. You're too strong to joke around like that. Stop it. Wahaha, just teasing you. What a pair of the two of you make. You know, you're the only one who can keep up with Princess Larashel, old man. They do have a good ace support together, Dozla and Larashel, in my opinion. Anyway, so, and then we can do the Garcia support. And I'll put Cormac here. I'll put Seth here. I'll show you. Now I'll put Seth here for the time being. He supports Cormac actually, so yeah, I'm gonna be going for that support. And then we're gonna put Saleh here with these two people who want to support. And then I can do this. Garcia. Hello there, Dozla. I've had a great time last time. Yes, indeed. I just love sparring. It's like having a conversation except with weapons. You do know that you're not supposed to swing the bow like an axe, right? Haha. I was only clowning around. I recall that I saw someone load the arrow in the wrong direction. I nearly impaled his shoulder. Now who could have that been? That was a defect in the arrow. Ha 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 ha, I'm sure. Maybe you can't just teach old dogs new tricks. I don't believe that's true at all. You're magnificent with an axe. How hard can it be to learn something new? No, you're the great one. You're a menace to the enemy. Where do you learn to fight like that? Well, I used to lead troops at Renee. I learned the basics there. Once I retired, I was living on a mountain. My daily chores involved swinging an axe, although just for splitting firewood. See, you've learned how to apply your skills to different fields. Maybe archery just isn't our thing. We should try something else. What do you suggest? How about magic? There aren't that many classes that can use magic and axe at the same time, baby. It can't be that difficult to learn. As far as I can judge, it's just a bunch of arm waving and shouting gibberish. Dozla, you do have a point. Let's practice sometime soon. I'm looking forward to it, mage. Ha ha ha, yes indeed. Well, that should be an interesting new spot because yeah, I'm gonna be going for it. Hey, I'll meet you guys when I get another support. Alright, so we got some more support. So, let's do the Saleh ones first. So, starting with Ewan. Teacher! Oh, Ewan. You're practicing Valaga? Also sure. Or Velga. There we go, let's go with Velga. You were practicing Velga, weren't you? To know the harmony of heaven and earth, body and spirit, right? Yes, you are correct. To contemplate oneself and what was the rest? To contemplate the world and to envision all creation, thus to be enlightened. Oh, that's right. Doesn't it get to be a bother finding a quiet place like this, though? Contemplation takes time, Ewan. It doesn't matter where, so long as you do it. Oh, well, if Velga is an important part of Capelin's culture and history, I think I might give it a try. Really? And I wonder how many days you'll last at that. Heh, I guess you're right. Knowing the harmony of the heavens sounds tough. Do you have anything easy I could practice in the meantime? Let me think. Your skill is still quite low, but... Thanks, teacher. I remember when you first decided to teach you some magic. I was so excited that I went out and practiced over and over again. You must pace yourself. Using too much magic can drain both body and soul. Yeah, boy, I know that. After that time, I was so tired that I couldn't stay awake. I was so tired that I slept for a full day. I woke up in bed. Technically, it was 2 days. Oh, so that was you who carried me home. Now that I think about it, no one else would have bothered. Thank you. Ewan, don't push yourself too hard. Magic is no game. I know, and don't worry. Alright. Now let's do Myrrh and Saleh. This should be an important one. May I help you? Saleh, wherever you go, you're always at my side. Don't you ever do anything you want to do? I came from Kirpelin. I've been entrusted with the honor of being your escort. Protecting you, Great Dragon, gives my life meaning. Great Dragon, please, there's no need to call me that. My father is the Great One. I've done nothing. I'm not great at all. It is true, Great Dragon, that your exalted father once saved mankind. On that day so long ago he shielded us from evil. He is our true savior. However, mankind has forgotten that most sacred debt we owe him. I do, as we all must, what I can to atone for that crime of neglect. Great Dragon, does my presence bother you? If it does, please do not hesitate to tell me. I would remove myself at once and not bother you again until needed. It's fine. Do whatever pleases you. Thank you. So there we go. And now here's one I'm really interested in. Seth and Cormac. Two awesome people, so yeah. You're pretty good with a spear. Thank you. I don't think I've introduced myself. I'm the leader of the Knights of Renee. I know you. Of course I know you. You're General Seth, the Silver Knight. Yes, that's right. And you are Cormac, the renowned Wyvern Rider of Grado. If the legendary Silver Knight knows my name, I can't be doing too bad, huh? You and your brother Glenn are famous even among the Knights of Renee. We have no Wyvern Riders in Renee, and your stories are favourites among the men. I've been watching your combat style since you joined our forces. Oh, is that so? Well, tell me, what do you think? I love a chance to spar with you. Not a chance. I could never beat you. So you say, but I can see in your eyes that you'll never accept failure. Heh. And all this time, I thought you were just another loyal dullard. Guess I was wrong. We should chat some more sometime. Yes, I think I like that. Perhaps once things have eased up. I'm looking forward to it, Cormac. Sure thing. Yeah, I'm I'm liking that support. Alright. I'm gonna wait it out again, and then restart the map and see if we get more supports. Okay, so time to wrap up these supports. So, actually that's an E support, so you should probably save it later. Let's do the V supports first. So again with Saleh. Ewan! Teacher. Was it Ewan? Do you remember a few years ago when you went to visit Commander Garrick? That was when I met you and followed you back to Kirpelin. I never said thank you for taking me in, teacher. I've never regretted it. I remember it clearly. I kept thinking, what have I got myself into? That's the way you felt about it. Why did you let me be your student? Your eyes. My eyes? You had a sparkle in your eyes. I knew that I saw an exceptional talent for magic in those eyes. Wow, that's really something. I would never have guessed. I'm sure as your training progresses that you'll feel your power. Grow. I'll train even harder then. Back when I first started, I thought you were kind of scary. Me? Well, you don't really talk much. I always thought you were angry with me, and I didn't know why. All that because I was so silent all the time? Yes. Yep. But after a while, I figured out it was just the way you were. Ewan, you can never find truth in words, spoken or unspoken. Truth lives within the heart. Other people can't see what's inside your heart, can they? If you can trust one another, you can see, and you will understand. Oh, is that how it works? I think I get it now. But talking is so important in building friendships, isn't it? We use words to communicate things like feelings and ideas. But all that stuff is just on the surface. Does that mean that if people use their hearts, they can communicate without using words? That's right. You really are a great teacher. You teach me by making me teach myself, and I mean more than just magic. Remember how angry you were at me that one time? Back when I took out that magic tome? I wasn't angry that you took the tome out with you. It's that you took it with you without asking and went for a stroll. And then you stopped to play in the river. That's right, then I dropped it and splash! Right in it went. It wasn't in the water long, but those pages are totally illegible. That utter carelessness. No, you lack consideration. That's what made me angry. I'm sorry, but I never took any books of me when I went to that river after that. And there were other things as well. Oh, you don't mean that? Oh yeah. Unbelievable. I never had a student so troublesome as you. But I promise to be much more careful in the future. Is there even a shred of truth in those words? Yikes. You rascal. That's a nice one. We're gonna be actually going for the Saleh A support. Here's the B support. Yes. There's something I wanted to ask. You're from Kerpelen. Do you know if my father has ever visited your village? He has. I myself have never seen his noble personage. However, I've heard that Dara met him once when she was young. Some monsters had wanted to Kerpelen and the great dragon saved us. Really? I wonder why my father chose to help you. That I cannot guess. We pure humans cannot hope to grasp the thinking of the great dragon. My father has dedicated his life to protecting humans. For the longest time I could not fathom why he would do this. But now, after spending time with all of you, I began to understand how he felt. Great dragon. I'm sure that I will continue to fight as he did for all humanity. I'm truly grateful that you feel that way, Great Dragon. Awesome. Now we're gonna do the Cormac Seth B support. Hey Seth. Ah, Cormac, good timing. I've heard something that I want to ask you. Your family, are they all soldiers? Why do you ask? Your skill with the spear is amazing. Have you trained since you were a child? No, I come from a long line of dirt-poor farmers. I wielded a plow, not a spear. When we were kids, Glenn and I had to chase birds and animals from our fields. We used sticks and stones. I think that helped with our aim, to be honest. Is that so? So why did you join the army? It's a funny story, really. The Emperor's caravan passed through our village one day. My brother and I watched the glorious procession from the top of a tree. Then a stray dog started to harry the horses pulling the Emperor's carriage. We threw rocks to drive them up, but some soldiers decided to arrest us. Why? You were trying to help? Yes, well, we didn't just hit the dog. We got a few of the soldiers as well. Aha, so what happened next? Well, the Emperor shows up in the room the soldiers have thrown us. He looks around, and in this very calm but stern voice says to the soldiers, "What are your men doing? Arresting their children? They were trying to help." Then he invites us to dine at his table, and it's a luxurious feast, I tell you. Now you're just kids. We lacked the basic courtesies. We're just filthy. Now he kept droning on about the most idiotic things, chores, the village. But he listened to us intently, and that fatherly smile never left his face. And he said, "You lads are good at driving our dogs at stones. Your skills are wasted in the fields. Let's see how you fare with spears instead." And that's how you were recruited? Exactly. It's difficult to ignore such a commanding presence. But the Emperor changed. I still can't believe what's happened. I was born to a family of knights, so it was a given I should be one too. I trained in spear and sword. I studied chivalry and swore my oaths of fealty. And because of my hard work, the late King Fado treated me like a second son. It's funny, you and I are from different worlds, but we share the same loyalties. True, but King Fado is dead now, and my Emperor is the one who killed him. My Emperor is as good as dead to me. I already serve a new lord. Cormac, you will find a ruler worthy of your loyalties too. Yeah, I hope so. I like that support a lot. Too bad I won't be getting the A support, but that's okay. Then we got Dozla Garcia A. That did not go as well as I hoped. Yeah, being a mage with these two, yeah, that's not gonna work out. Well, that's not entirely true, is it? Would have helped if you hadn't whacked me in the head with the stuff. I didn't mean to hit you. You just got in the way when I was conjuring. I still have a lump on my head. I feel badly about it, alright? Besides, I think you're forgetting I also healed you with that stuff. No, you didn't. You burned my beard. You burned my beard clear off. Oh yes, that's right. I'm sorry. You have to admit though, you look quite dashing without that beard. It took at least 10 years off of your appearance. No, at least 20. You really think so? I can't stop smelling burnt hair. But wait, at least give me credit for making it grow back that quickly. Very well. It grew back nicely, thank you. You're welcome. This little foray into other disciplines certainly taught me a lot. Me too. After all this, sword fighting should be a piece of cake. Alright. That was a pretty entertaining support, not gonna lie. Anyway, let's see who we're gonna be getting next. Well, that happened. Okay, so time for more spots. So Because of how things are gonna work out, looks like I'm gonna be getting a C support with Joshua to finish him off. Which does mean that Innes will also get all the slots, so yeah, let's do that. Hey, you're Prince Innes, aren't you? I'm Joshua, nice to meet you. I'm sure. Well, now that we know each other, let's say we play a quick game of chance, what are you planning on doing with that coin? We're gonna have a little wager, what else? If I'm gonna fight alongside someone, I want to know him. And there's no better way to get to know someone than a friendly wager. So what do you say to a start bet of 1,000? Betting. Here, you can't be serious. Hey now, I always take gambling seriously, always. Whether you live or die on the field often comes down to luck. Every fight you're putting your life in someone else's hands. You should be glad to me it was such a lucky guy. You may rely on luck, but I prefer raw skill. However, we might as well. Put your money where your mouth is. Now you're talking. Right, here we go. Heads or tails? What's your call? Tails. Let's see what we got. Oh well, it's heads. Too bad, your highness, you lost. What? That's impossible, I saw. C'est la vie. Or c'est la vie, actually. Look closely. See, it's heads. That's strange. My eyes never fail me, but I could have sworn. There seems to be more to betting than meets the eye. Figured that out already. You're a quick study. Yeah. Let's try it again. I'll get it this time. I wonder if Joshua rigged that, but anyway. Let's do Knoll and Natasha now. Master Knoll. I know you. You're Natasha from the temple. Yes, I remember seeing you many times back in Grado, but this is the first time we've ever actually spoken. I don't know what it is, but clerics and mages seem to be like oil and water, and we mages can be an enigmatic bunch at times, shadowy and sinister, or at least that's how I've always imagined you clerics saw us. Oh no, I never... Well no, you're right, we had a few dealings with the mages, but that's in the past. I have a question for you, Master Knoll. I think I can guess. It's about the sacred stones of Prince Leon, is it? It is. My mentor died, trying to warn us about the threat of a sacred stone posed. I want to know the truth. What is Emperor Vigard up to? What is Prince Leon's role in this? There are as many truths out there as there are people to tell them. Perhaps it's best simply to choose the truth with which you are most comfortable. The eyes of your mentor, I would imagine he must have seemed quite evil. He imagined our magical studies using the sacred stone. Was sacrilege. I suspect he quite loathed the ancient magics he called dark. You're wrong. My mentor wasn't like that at all. Isn't this sword the direct result of all your dark magic research? Well, I suppose you are right about that. Your magic stems from the faith in the unknowable divine presence. In contrast, the dark magic stems from knowledge, from understanding. We distrust what we do not understand, and we strive to know the unknowable. Perhaps our disciplines truly are incompatible. Interesting. Then we got Natasha and Franz. Sister Natasha! Hello Franz, how you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you, everything's fine. And you look like you're doing well too, I'm relieved. Yes, but it's all thanks to everyone's care and concern, really. I'm grateful for all the attention everyone has paid to my safety. That goes for you too, Franz. Oh, pshaw, Sister Natasha, I'm just a pawn, really. I didn't do much. You are too modest, Franz. I'm telling you the truth. Thank you. By the way, that's a very interesting satchel you have. Huh? It's not military issue, is it? I haven't seen any of the other cavaliers carry one like that. Oh, this old thing? To tell you the truth, I made it myself. Really? Yes, this pouch holds a skin of water, and this pocket is for food. There's also a pocket for herbs. I can find everything very quickly. Oh, and I've also fixed it so that it won't shake about while I'm riding. It's easy to carry on one shoulder or sling over both, and it goes with everything. That's nice, you're so handy. Thank you, it's probably my only redeeming trait. Would you like one? I can make one for you. Really? That would be wonderful. But are you sure? Yes, of course, no problem. Thank you, Franz. Alright. And then we have Franz 4. These two are brothers, by the way. Brother. Hey, Franz. I'm glad to see you're still in one piece. After that last spell, I was starting to get a little worried. I'm glad you're alright too. Good job out there, by the way. Your flying form is perfect. Thanks, Ford. I keep thinking about this war. What do you think will happen? Dunno. I mean, whatever happens, happens, right? Always quick with a joke. But I'm serious this time. What do you think? Hey, I was being serious. We are the best and brightest of our age, but we face overwhelming numbers. If you ask me, all I can say is that I hope we win. It takes more than just hoping for it. We need to fight for it. We are the Knights of Renee, and it's our duty to fight. You're so serious, you're just like Kyle. If you take the battle too seriously, you're sure to make a mistake. You think so? Of course. It's good to be responsible, but you have more pressing concerns at times. Alright, brother, I know what you're saying. Alright. And then finally, an A support with Saleh and Myrrh. Great Dragon, I know I'm being rude, but I have a favor to ask. What is it? Would you please come to our village? To Kerpelin? But Dara and the other villagers would be overjoyed to see you. The village is quite spare, but we would do our best to entertain you. You could stay for as long as you wanted. Saleh, you made that request on my behalf, didn't you? No, not at all. I apologize. I have been disrespectful. No, I'm pleased. However, I doubt I should stay too long. Why is that? It's because I'm a dragon. My father explained it to me. We are both human and monster, and because we are both, we are also neither. We have the power of dragons, therefore we cannot live together with humans. We have the hearts of humans, therefore we do not belong with monsters. We are outcasts in this world, never a part of either community. And so we live our lives alone, never to be understood by anyone. But there are humans whose actions make them monsters in the eyes of others. I do not think of you as such when there are many worse monsters among my own kind. Regardless, I believe the villagers will be pleased to have you visit. Saleh, thank you. Your words have cheered me up a little. Please wait for my answer when all of this is finished. When peace returns, I'll give you my answer then. I understand. And when I do return to Darkling Woods, I will not be sad. Because of the time I spent with you, the memories you've given me, I shall not be lonely. I shall never feel like an outcast again. Lady Myrrh. That's nice. Alright. Once again... I mean, you guys want to get more supports. Anyway, let's get started with some more supports. So, Knoll and Natasha B. Our research ended in miserable failure. Grado's sacred stone was shattered, Prince Leon corrupted, and this whole tragedy that unfolds around us even now. It's true, we mages have triggered this age's greatest calamity. But why? Why was it all for? What did you hope to accomplish with the power of the sacred stone? All Prince Leon wanted was to help people, and we are his servants. Help people? We read of a spell entitled the Timeshare. It causes in effect a hole in time. The spell warps time, punches a hole through cause and effect. We lack the knowledge to reproduce this ancient spell today. Prince Leon, however, was convinced that we could unravel its secret. He felt we could use it to predict and even prevent future events. Prevent the future? Oh, we dedicated years to studying this spell. You see, the greater the disaster, the further it sends ripples through time. We learned to read these ripples from the future, hoping to save lives. If we could know when a disaster would strike, we could evacuate people. We could save millions of lives. But it seems so blasphemous. That worldly creature should take control of fate. Are you saying that knowing the future we should do nothing? We should simply allow people to die in order to preserve fate? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound hostile. Prince Leon himself was troubled by these same doubts, you see. But he pressed on with our studies. We felt it was our duty in the interest of all of Grado's people. Perhaps we were bitter that we received no credit for aiding Grado, that we received no accolades for our research for the benefit it brings. Do not know, but we pressed on nonetheless. The misconceptions linking the ancient magic to evil die hard and slow. Prince Leon sought to change that. He wanted, as we all wanted, to prove that our magic had good causes. Prince Leon would never... That aid, the Prince Leon predicted a great storm rising in the south. He barred ships from leaving port, and oh, how the people complained. But the storm came and the seas raged. We saved countless lives. And Prince Leon cared not at all if the people loved him for it. He only wanted them to be safe. And now I see it all so clearly. All our research amounts to nothing. All I can do now is lament our hunger for knowledge. Our greed. That's really cool actually. Anyway, France is going to support Natasha now. France. That statue made is ingenious really. Really good. I made yours more lightweight than the one I made myself. Thank you so much, I'll treasure it. I'll cherish it. Oh, ouch! Sister Natasha, are you alright? What's wrong? My hair. Oh, your hair's gone pinching your clip. Ow! Yeah, that must not feel good at all. Don't move, let me help you. Thank you. Whoa. Got it. Thank you so much. But your hair's still... Oh, I know. Hold on a moment. Let me see. Here it is. A comb? Your hair's messed up. Would you like me to fix it? Yes, please. But where did you get that comb? Excuse me for a moment. This comb is a memento of my mother. Your mother? Yes, see, when I left home I was afraid of something bad happening. So I thought I'd take this comb with me as a good luck charm. Actually, no, that kind of reminds me of Persona 4. Wasn't there like a comb in Persona 4 too? Maybe I'm like misremembering. I usually keep it in front of the portrait of my mother Ford painted. Let's see. Yes. There, all done. It looks good. Much better than when I do it myself. France, you truly are a remarkable handy person. When you're near me, I find myself comforted by your presence. Don't be silly, the pleasure's mine. No, I mean it, thank you. I hope that this marks the beginning of a long friendship. As do I, milady, as do I. I'm liking that. And now, Ford. Final spot with France. Brother, are you paying again? Yes, well, it's a hobby. You fish, don't you? Yes. Fishing. I do hope the person's gone over that one, fishing minigame, baby. What do you like about fishing? Well, it's different than hunting for other animals. More patient. And yet, when I hold a fishing pole, I feel my spear arm is getting stronger. When you're off duty, you should stop thinking about spears and swords. There's more. Yeah? I feel at peace. Fishing sounds nice. Lets you relax, purge your heart off the battlefield. Yes, exactly. And that is important, isn't it? In battle or in daily life, you just have to stop and rest, right? Hey, you should take a break sometime and go fishing around here. In the middle of a war? You can't be serious. How could I possibly do that? Hey, I'm not saying you should go right in the middle of a battle. Do it when you're off duty. Maybe you can help replenish our food supplies. Really? Sure, yeah. You go catch us a big fish and I'll eat it. It's a deal. Huh? Oh, right. Now it's something to look forward to. Was this all just about you getting some fresh fish to eat? Nice one. I can't mess up getting the support with Gilliam, but that's okay. I'll think about how to do that next time. Okay, so let's do because that's abuse support, so I'll do it last. Let's do Siren supports. Start with Gilliam. Gilliam, long time no see. Siren. It's been a while, you look great. Likewise, Gilliam. Hey. Was it Siren? Is there something on my face? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Still one of the best looking men in Freilia's army. You know I hate it when you tease me. What is that smile about? You're making me very nervous. You were with me on my first mission as one of Freilia's Pegasus Knight Elite. You remember? Was I really? I hardly remember. I have a tough time picturing the famous Siren as a green recruit. That really was a long time ago. Oh really? What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Just that you've always been one of Freilia's finest warriors. Gilliam, this mission matters more to me than that first mission did. I understand. Much more hangs in the balance if we fail. We won't fail. I won't allow it. Don't be a hero. Thanks, Gilliam. I'm grateful that you're with me. Here with me, I mean. So yeah, up to that. Got a nice start. So now Kyle and Cyrene. Whoa, that's not your name. I think that is a typo, isn't it? So anyway, I'm gonna assume this. You're Cyrene, not you commander Freya's Pegasus Knights? I am. And I know who you are. You are Sir Kyle Cavalier Rene. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a typo. I'm odd that you know my name. I don't believe we've met, have we? We met once, about 10 years ago or so. You may have forgotten. 10 years ago? Wait, you're that Cyrene? So you finally remembered me. Do I ever? I don't think I've ever seen you again. Well, Sir Kyle, you certainly have turned out well. Oh please, let's do away with the honorific, shall we? Of course, Kyle. Ah, you haven't changed at all. It takes you back. I barely recognize you, Cyrene. You look completely changed. I had no idea you'd become a knight, a Pegasus Knight no less. That's nice of you to say. So I've grown, have I? You've grown a lot. It's a shame we have to be reunited on a battlefield. You're right about that. We ought to sit down and talk soon. I like that too, Cyrene, but let's finish off this lot first, shall we? Alright, but don't try to be a hero like last time, alright? A hero? What did I do? Well, that's your homework. See if you can't remember. Alright, now we have a B support with Ford and Kyle. Oh, why am I so sleepy? Ford, are you falling asleep on the battlefield? What is wrong with you, man? Why are you so fired up about? You're really ruining my nap. You have no sense of self-preservation, do you? What's wrong with you? You lack even the common sense of an infant, you know that? Oh, you'll want to talk. When you were a baby, you were planning out strategies to take over the nursery. You were stuck up then and you're stuck up now, and still the ladies liked you. We leave them out of this. Women have nothing to do with it. They don't. Oh, come on. Isn't it important to have an heir to carry your standard when you're gone? Take your sister Mia. Whoa. She married into a nice Freelian family, didn't she? I'm just curious who would ever sell for such an uptight knight as you. Yeah, think about that. You think you might meet her in this war? That's not what I'm here for. Of course not. But I bet you're still a ladies' man, huh? I know you. You're a perfect gentleman. Always nice to ladies. I remember when you were little, you were always the first to help when you saw a little girl crying. You'd go right to lend a hand. I still remember how impressed I was they would do that. It was cool. I just could never turn my back on someone in need. It is what I expected of a knight. Yeah, but you weren't a knight yet. Well, it's expected of someone who aspires to be a knight too. You've got an answer for everything. But I have to admit, you've also got my respect. You're a good guy. Wow, now you're embarrassed. Ford. That's a pretty nice one. Alright, so yeah, again, me and guys want to get more supports, but we're actually almost done. These are like the last couple of characters, so yeah.